Okay, okay. Yeah, I definitely appreciate your response. Okay, so my second question was by us or by people thinking in a by having a Pan-African ideology, what would be a more viable solution? For example, for Black Americans, is it more effective to stay and live in America and try to rectify the situation? Should we try to fix up the ghettos that we live in, or do we separate and buy our own land, like kind of how the Quilombos did? Like we just start over, but stay in America, or do we return home? Do we go back to Africa and build? Like, a lot of times Black Americans would say, "Well, what do we do?" So I just wanted your perspective on that. Do you
Yeah.
stay in Brazil and work with the ghettos that you have now, or do you separate and build a new area, so you can grow your own food, have your own farms, have your own grocery store, or do you exit? Do you leave? Do you return back to Africa?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's not a simple. It has not a simple answer because we are facing a systematic problem. So we need to have people in strategic places all over the planets right now. So
Yeah.
no matter if you prefer to be in your community helping the people building your institutions or whatever, we need to build the institutions no matter what you choose. If you choose to go to Africa, okay. If you choose to rebuild your community, okay. But it's important for us to build institutions, banks and pharma and medical institutions, educational institutions, and economical institutions, and things like that. We need to construct some palpable things. So as I said before, the Reaja Usaramota, for example, they build a school where they teach the young ones to fight racism. We had another groups around the Salvador, around Bahia, which deals with the country people, inciting them to grow their own food and things like that, trying to deal with the land. And those peoples are uniting themselves to deal with different places because we are spread to the world. We need to reunite. So there are people who are incapable to go back to Africa. So it's difficult for us to say to those people, go back to Africa, that is the only solution. It's difficult to do that. We need to first rebuild our gather resources to do those things and be in those places because we don't have to, we don't need to abandon our people. So no matter what you choose, build institutions.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because like you said, it's systematic, it's global.
Yeah,
So, even by returning to Africa, you still will face problems. You still
yeah,
will face colonialization. So you have to still empower our brothers and sisters on the continent. We still have to build our own grocery stores, our own banks, our own schools, our own everything. We need to be able to independently sustain ourselves, so
yeah,
that's very, very important. I
yeah.
wanted to ask you, oh, go ahead, you got it.
Our brother Asa like to say that there's African saying which says that when you are on the street and a snake appears, you have to attack it with whatever you have in your hand. So we're dealing with something like that. We don't have time to build an ideal solution. We need to deal with the problem right now in building the ideal solutions while we are solutioning or dealing with the problems we are facing in the moment. So is we need time to do that, but we need to do right now. Start to do right now.
Okay, okay. Well, we've been talking for a while, brother. I got one last question for you.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
are you working on anything? Any do you have any books or are you working on a documentary or writing papers? Anything that if people want to support you and find out more about you, do you have any products or, anything?
Yeah, I have most of my papers are in Portuguese, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with the language. But I'm writing a book right from my thesis in my PhD work with ASA. I will publish in the Madu Indela Press. Will be on Ptahotep, the presenting the philosophical aspect of ancient Egyptian people, of the Kemetic people. So as
Wow.
soon as it's ready, you get to get to my Instagram is arroba Valter Duarte Odará. It's is right below me in the screen. And the Duarte Odará, the same name you see in the screen, is my YouTube channel. So it's places where you can contact me. And as soon as the book is ready, you know.
All right, all right. Thank you again, King. It's definitely been an honor. I truly appreciate you coming on the show and having a conversation with us because a lot of the Black American viewers that I have, they never met a person from Brazil. They don't even know what Brazilians look like other than what they see on TV, and a lot of times it's not a black person, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We definitely need to support those platforms like yours. We need to support. So like the video, subscribe, share the videos, stay tuned, support in whatever way you can, because we need to build places like that where you can talk by ourselves, from ourselves, about ourselves. So we get back what is ours for right.
All right, all right. Thanks, King. Take care. Peace.
Appreciate it. Peace.
All right.